Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Manarino, Hawaii Today. It is Tuesday, May 16th, 2017. People, this is what's going on right now, and it's getting virtually no coverage by the mainstream media, the mainstream financial channels, and I wonder why. What is going on right now? Well, in case you don't know, the US dollar right now is being dumped by investors, and it's kind of alarming, at least to me right now, although we all know this was going to happen at one point or the other. I'm not saying that this is the absolute meltdown, but why in this environment right now today, with geopolitical events the way they are, King Dollar, how many of you heard that? King Dollar is being dumped. That says something to me. Again, we all know this. The US dollar is nothing more than a unit of debt. Period. It's part of this debt bubble that has been inflated by the Federal Reserve, unlike anything we have ever seen in the history of the world. So I'm trying to figure out why this is occurring right now. The mainstream financial channels, they're touching on, what's going on here with the dollar today? This is what they're saying, but no one is talking about it at all. No one's looking into saying, well, why is the dollar selling off in this environment? Why are investors turning their back on the dollar right here? Because that is what's occurring in this environment. Again, you would imagine with geopolitical events the way that they are right now, the frank war that is going on between political parties right here in the United States, that people would be seeking safety and going into the dollar? No, it's not happening. As a matter of fact, cash is going into gold right now, silver right now. It's going into the bond market seeking some kind of safety. The stock market doesn't know what it wants to do. It's all over the place today. So this is something that needs to be talked about. The dollar right now is being dumped. It's been under pressure now for several days, down, and it's not turning around. Will it turn around later today or tomorrow? It might, but it also might not. I want you to pay attention to this. It also might not. Once events like this occur and they start to gain momentum, you could see a huge flight out of the dollar. Very telling to me. Why is the dollar under pressure in this environment? This is not a normal environment, worrying people. You know that unless you live under a rock. Geopolitical events right now and the war between the political parties should be dictating a higher dollar, not a weaker dollar in this environment. But that's not what is occurring here. And we'll see how this plays out. We'll see how this bleeds off into other asset classes right now. We can see what's already going on with other asset classes. Precious metals are higher today, despite the in-our-face, and I mean in-our-face, manipulation through the derivatives by the major banks, where the regulators just turn their back. They don't even want to talk about it. Again, we have a production deficit with regard to silver. I have no idea with regard to gold, but I know silver right now, there's a production deficit. It's been under all kinds of pressure lately, despite the inflating debt bubble. But again, this dollar issue is something that we need to pay attention to. And I think if you follow this blog, you know exactly what's going on here. At one point, these liabilities, these pieces of paper with numbers printed on them, will achieve or have a high potential to achieve their intrinsic value, which is zero. We know that. Are we starting to see the beginnings of that now? Is this going to begin a cascade of events where people are going to start dumping the dollar? I'll tell you how you pay attention to this. Look at the money velocity. Keep watching money velocity. Once we start seeing the velocity of money, that is the rate at which cash is moving through our economy, we start seeing this pick up. That means dollars are being dumped. Not that our economy is improving, because it is clearly not improving, despite, again, what we're being fist-fed by the mainstream financial channels. It's just outrageous, honestly. All right, look, we need to pay attention to what's going on here with the dollar. Something is going on. Could turn around later today, could turn around tomorrow, the next day, or it might not. This might be the beginning of something. We're going to need to pay attention to this, and we're just going to see how it goes, and we will talk about it again. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Over and out.